all the way around. So it's a puzzle game. Pretty much it. A funny puzzle game as well. Right, okay, so whatever I do in the present, whatever I affect in the past will affect the present and the future. And I can send stuff down the time toilet, to get things to other people. So that's basically how it works. And I think step one, he said, was find some plans. So
maybe I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
a hamster generator. Sludge-o... Oh, we've got to pull this lever. We've got to pull a lever.
There, it's off.
Oh.
But it's too late now.
Thought it was going to break it. Have a look at this hamster generator.
It looks like a generator driven by a treadmill.
A bit like the servers that World of Tanks used to use in 2011. Right, let's have a look at this to-do list.
Dr. Fred's design for a super battery.
Ah, that's what he was after.
It's capable of storing up to 1 gigavolt with a charging time of only 0.01 seconds. Wow!
Pretty impressive. Let's pick that up.
I've got the plans.
Quick!
Where did he come from?
To flash them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Not hamsters then.
Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
So
you
she's
hear
stuck up
something?
a tree.
No, let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogen, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Going back a bit.
He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogen.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
Excuse me. Okay, we've got a tin opener and the patent application. Okay. And some toilets. Ye old outhouse. Right. So, in the future, Laverne's stuck up a tree. Possibly that tree. A kumquat tree.
Kumquats.
I think they're like small orange type things. Don't have them in this country.
How about an amendment that the president has to be a human being?
Please, this is serious business.
If only.
You're right.
Okay, so, back in colonial times. A carriage?
It's totally covered with crud.
I love his accent. I'm sure there's something, we have to watch that something later. There's something to do with that. I can't remember though. Ooh, check the mailbox. Something in. What did I get? What did I get? Letter.
You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
Okay. I think I know where I'm going to use that later. Hang on, let's get this door open. See, I have a strange memory for games. I can remember games that I played years ago, even on the Spectrum, and remember some of the puzzles and levels and how to do the bosses and things. And yet I can't remember what I did last week.
Cool, the room clerk's a mummy.
Right, let's go through here. Let's have a look in the main hall. Oop. Let's go and talk to these dudes. Where's...
Must have poor circulation.
He looks a bit chilly, doesn't he? Not talk. Oh, there's talk.
Yo.
Hello?
I think these are the founding fathers. What's that?
Have you got the hiccups?
No, I'm freezing.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
Let's have a look. Who'd want a poster of... Oh, let's go.
Who want a poster of a log?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
What are you guys
doing in here?
We're writing
We're drafting a constitution for the United States.
Don't say draft, you'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
Oh, what could we add into the Constitution that would kick up a stink in 200 years?
Why don't you have some hot coffee?
Oh, I can't stand coffee. It makes me irritable and want to bang my head against the walls.
Have you tried decaffeinated coffee?
I'm talking about decaf.
Oh, wow.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Let's have a go at that.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas?
Let's have a look. Guarantee the right to free speech. What about free sandwiches for
What about
roadies?
free sandwiches for all roadies?
No, there's no such thing as...
Don't say it, dude. I've heard it before.
No such thing as a free lunch, were they going to say?
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
Okay.
You mean you have, like, a childhood complex?
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
Well, I gotta go, dude.
I think you maybe misheard what women go crazy over, but... all you remember up to now is the tree outside. I remember the tree outside as well. That bit's like the obvious bit. Can we... smoke detector.
It's a little cage with a canary in it, perched above a little lever. Huh.
That looks like a... Don't know what that's supposed to be a picture of on the wall. I was going to say a cock, but it's not quite the right shape. Definitely not. Anyway, swiftly moving on. Let's have a look at Thomas
Hey, tall,
Jefferson.
dark, and spiffy. My name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude.
Let's have a look. What's in the can?
What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas.
didn't like
and
that.
this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule. Filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
Could you start a fire, please?
Let's get Hancock warmed up.
I'd love to oblige you, young man, but I can't. This is the only log, and I'm saving it for posterity.
Maybe we need some more logs then.
Dude, is that like the Constitution?
Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I
Sure
studied
they
at
have.
Virginia Cotton Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas.
Let's have a look.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
Okay.
Later, brah.
What? What's going to happen later?
What else have we got here? We've got a time capsule, a log, gold-plated quill pen. Can I pick that up?
Hey, keep your hands off that.
Evidently not. Picture of a turkey and George Washington.
Excuse me. Yes? Whoa, you're like George Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
Oh, very droll.
Does Mrs. Washington know you wear so much makeup?
One must wear makeup when one receives the phenomenal amount of media attention that I do. It's quite likely that I'll be president soon, you know. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president?
Let's have a look. Cherry
Depends
trees.
on how many cherry trees you've chopped down.
Well, I am quite the adept tree cutter. Men still tell tales of my youthful prowess.
Okay, so we know how we're going to get that tree cut down.
Would you give me a demonstration?
I don't see why I should.
Okay.
I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees.
Pondering the great truths, eh? Well,
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand. Cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Okay, so we know we're going to get that tree cut down. We just need to do a bit of work on it. And for those of you maybe not familiar with American history, George Washington is famous for cutting down a cherry tree and then either lying about it or not lying about it. I forget which way it goes, to his dad. Any Americans in the chat, maybe you can update us on that story.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Cold enough for you?
Cold? Why, you don't know the meaning of the word.
Here we go.
I spent a winter at Valley Forge. Now that was cold. Why, my spit would freeze before it hit the ground.
Cool.
Extremely.
Okay, so we've got a bit of stuff to work on. We've got to warm him up. We've got to get some suggestions for the box, and we've got to get him to chop down the tree. Let's have a look in the kitchen. Oh, can I just go through it? Ah, okay. Ooh, spaghetti. We're having that. And oil. Oil! The oil's there. Okay. Water pump. We use that just because we can. See what happens. Where's use that one? Nice, Hoagie. Very nice. I use pump with... Oh, okay. We're going to need a bucket or something. Well, I have no idea what we need that for. There's another door. A bucket. Okay, let's pick the bucket up. What's that? Nothing. Nothing. Cabinet. Anything in the cabinet? Ah, a brush. Okay. Get that. That seems to be in here. So we can easily use that with our bucket. Hang on. Use the bucket with the water pump. Minimum effort, maximum results. He's my kind of guy. So, okay, so we've got a bucket of water now. Do we go and clean that cart outside? I can't remember what to do with that cart outside. Right, let's have a look. Alright, let's go back to that toilet, because I know there's some stuff I can send from the present that'll be useful back here. Hang on, can I just give this a clean, by the way? Use bucket of water with carriage.
I won't be able to get it very clean without soap.
So we need soap. Okay. Clean it to start a storm. Oh, of course. As soon as you wash your car, it starts a storm, doesn't it? Starts raining. I remember now. Thanks. So let's switch over to... Wrong guy?
So as soon as
There we
Hokey
go.
gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Oh, she's still alive. She's
Get
fine.
me out of here. I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
So, nice subtle hint from the start of the game. Cheers, Fearful? Fearful? Sorry if I've got the name wrong there. Bringing back some memories, eh? Yeah, I do like playing the old games. Right, I've got this flyer. If we have a look at this.
It's from George's Hardware. George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement.
That sounds like that could fit in the American Constitution, so let's stick that down in that suggestion box.
Okay, I flushed it.
I think you can only do one thing at a time, so let's switch back over. And pick up. Great, we've got the flyer. And I think... what's this? Help wanted. I think that's to give to the old dude in the past. When we find him, the mad scientist. I might be wrong about that. Come back to the house. Fearful is right. Good, I got lucky with that one then. I am terrible at pronouncing names, generally. Yeah, if you guys think this is bringing back memories, I just bought Monkey Island 1, 2 and 3 on the Steam sale yesterday as well, so I'll line those up for some point in the future. All good games. Oh, hang on, in we go. Use suggestion box with the flyer. Stick that in there.
Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box. Maybe somebody should take a look. I say, lads, I have an idea.
Does it have anything to do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box. Don't you agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
What's he thinking? No one of any importance has been here all day. What could be in the suggestion box?
Perhaps he intends to suggest something himself.
Oh.
Here's a suggestion. It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen?
Whatever you say, George.
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes. It's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately. No? Good, and so shall it be law.
What's a vacuum cleaner?